What's going on, everyone? This is Mitch. Hope you all are doing okay. For everybody who watched my live stream, sorry it did not go as planned. I have to work on some things. I have to talk to some people. I have to do some research on trying to improve my internet setup where things go through smoother in my live feed and live stream, because I know live streaming is kind of where it's at, especially during major events, not necessarily when there's not really anything live going on, but you know, if you have a landfalling hurricane, you have a severe weather outbreak, kind of like what's going on right now. I would love to go live. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do that a lot because having a family and everything, I can't just stop what I'm doing and live stream for hours on end. It's just not really possible for my life situation. That takes a lot of time. Props to people who can do that. But I would love to be able to do it sometimes with you all. So I have to definitely get that better and improve that setup. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about the threat ongoing right now, and we're going to talk about the threat of severe weather tomorrow, and then tomorrow we're going to get into talking about the weather for Memorial Day. So if you guys have not subscribed, definitely hit the subscribe button. Thank you for supporting what I do here, and like the video. And also I'll talk more about this probably this weekend. A lot of channels out there have an area where you can join. You see this right here. It probably is going to show up near next to your videos, or if you're on my channel's page, you see it. You know, you can join and become a member. It's a membership thing. I set that up on my channel. It's basically, a lot of people do it, and they do like 5 different levels, and you can get perks, special discounts, kind of chats and things like that. All kinds of different perks that's there, but mine, really, there's not really any perks with it. I basically set that up for people who want to support me monthly. It's $9.99. It's $10. It's no pressure at all. It's just kind of there for a way for you all to support me, for me to put money into making this better for you guys, to make it a more appealing setup for the audience and for you all, because I know I have a lot of work to do to make this better. But I've came really far too. So I was making videos in my shed, and it was taking me about 3 or 4 times longer to make a video than it is now. But thank y'all for support. But that join tab is there. I'm not going to bug y'all too much about that every video. I'll bring it up occasionally, but it will be there. It's just something that y'all could definitely do if y'all want to. No pressure at all. But let's go on and talk about the weather here. So right now there's an ongoing moderate threat. The storms are not producing much right now in Kansas, where the highest tornado threat is predicted right now. We'll switch over to radar scope and check out what's going on right now. Some people will watch this, and obviously this won't be current for them, but this storm right here is a big deal heading into it seems like it's been straggling the Kansas-Nebraska border for a while, but this is likely producing a tornado. You notice the inflow right here. This is a notch. That kind of notch is not what you want to see when it comes to tornadoes. There's obviously, if you get a little bit closer right here, if my computer would move a little bit here, a little faster, there's 2 different colors right beside each other that symbolizes circulation. So that's definitely probably a tornado on the ground right there on the border, right there near Danbury. I think that's Nebraska. I think that's over the Kansas border. So we zoom out. Another storm I want to show you is these 2 little storms right here. They can get turn into supercells and be tornado producers in some time. But I can tell you, in this entire area, except a little bit areas out here, this is Central Standard Time, so it's 7:24 out there right now. So it's getting closer to nighttime out here. Now you go down here. Y'all bear with me. I'm going to switch radars here. Let's see if I can get to Amarillo, if I can get my home row going here. This tornado also is on the ground right here. I think it's this one actually up here. Yeah, it's this one. So it was reports of tornadoes not too long ago with this storm well north of Amarillo. I've seen videos on Twitter of this one. So this is well north of Amarillo. This is actually about to track into the Oklahoma Panhandle. So this is a tornado producing storm too. And this storm just northeast of Amarillo. This could be potentially producing a tornado too. So this is an ongoing outbreak right now. This is what I wanted to do the live stream about, but it was just buffering way too bad. It was not working out good. So there's also the threat, which we're going to talk about mainly in this video. We're not going to go super in depth with it because we kind of did that yesterday, but we're going to be cut and dry information about what's going on. So tomorrow we might wake up with a moderate risk, which is a level 4 out of 5, so this might increase. But for right now, it's an enhanced risk. It's stretching from areas of the eastern panhandle of Texas all the way out into Missouri and even areas of Illinois. I tell you, the biggest reason for this enhanced risk isn't really the tornado threat. It's the wind threat. There's going to be a damaging line of storms that's going to work its way into Kansas in the next couple hours and work its way into Missouri and into Oklahoma. It's going to redevelop in Oklahoma. So I'll show you what's going on with this. There is a hail threat for the discrete storms to fire up and north central Oklahoma and in Kansas and southeast Kansas before this turns into a line of storms. So if you're in Oklahoma, pretty much the entire state, if you're in areas of Kansas, especially overnight into Missouri, there's going to be a damaging line of storms that's going to move through. So this is the latest long-range Triple HRRR model. There's going to be a tornado threat overnight too, but as we're getting into the overnight hours, there's going to be a squall line that moves through Nebraska into Kansas and drifts from northwest to southeast. And so places like Kansas City, you're going to get rocked in the early morning hours with a big-time intense line of storms. We go to a more wider view right here. Bear with me as my computer tries to come through. Here we go. So more wider view here. Check out this line of storms moving through in the morning hours into the Missouri area, even Iowa. It's getting into Illinois, but check out down here. This is where you could get a tornado threat and a big-time hail threat in Oklahoma and Kansas. As you're getting some daytime heating in the early afternoon hours tomorrow, watch out Oklahoma City. There's going to be a brief period where there's going to be some very intense storms that could produce hail, tornadoes. Very dangerous situation could develop before all this turns into a straight line of storms again. And this could be a very wind-driven, damaging situation. And you can't discount the threat in Texas too, and especially there's probably going to be some storm chasers that risk it all and try to chase some single storms, discrete supercells in Texas, out there near Abilene and Midland and things like that in Texas. But these are going to be some big-time storms too. But these things get moving through, they push through, and then they weaken. And then there might be a severe weather threat as we get into Friday. But there's going to be plenty of CAPE that builds ahead of these storms tomorrow, pushing 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram surface CAPE. So plenty of CAPE. And then you got plenty of surface moisture. Dew points are going to be in the 60s and 70s ahead of these line of storms. It's going to be very muggy in places like Oklahoma City and Tulsa before these storms really pulse up. So damaging situation overnight, ongoing right now and into tomorrow. So y'all stay safe out there, and because this is going to be, it's not going to wind down this evening. It's going to be going in overnight. So big time wind threat overnight. So that's all I got, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I hope to get this set up better in the future where we can do live streams during major events, because that's definitely an exciting thing I'm looking forward to in the future. But thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a great night.